Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be once again joined by Mattix McMullen of Brighton Hockey. How's it going?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Do how's break going?
Good. Having fun. A lot of time with family.
Okay, let's ask this. Get anything good for Christmas and all that?
Oh yeah, of course. Made a little list and got some things on the list. Still waiting for some, but it's all good.
Good old mail will take a few days, but overall, you guys haven't it's been a while since you guys have played, and you're gonna have it's gonna be a little bit before you guys get back out there. But the next before we get to previewing the next few games, kind of talk about just you guys ended 2022 on a pretty good note with two big wins against Stevenson and then going and beating a rival at Howell. And the confidence on this team has been really, really good these last few weeks.
Mhm. Yeah, for sure. I mean, they've been two good teams that have been on our bucket list to beat, and I thought we did a good job beating them. And for sure, like you said, confidence going into the UP is huge, and excited for that too.
Okay, I know it's a trip that everybody looks forward to every year, and of course, if for people that watch this channel, of course, Heartland went up there early on a few weeks ago, and now it's your turn. So, what's it going to be like to go up to the UP? And it's also nothing like spending 10 hours with your teammates, and it's sure to be a lot of fun. I know yeah, just it should be fun. What's that like? Just traveling all the way up and doing that. I know the parents have a lot of fun as well. But overall, it's a trip that everybody looks forward to every year.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. I feel like it's just a big bonding thing for us, and especially last year it brought us together a lot, and something that we look forward to all year, and it's a great time for us.
For sure. Um, going all the way up to playing a really good Houghton team, and then of course a pretty good Calumet team as well. What's that going to be like in playing those two teams? And UP is pretty good, and it's a lot. I know it doesn't get a lot of attention, but it really does.
Yeah, for sure. There's some tough teams up there, but we know that we can play with teams like that, and in the area we played teams similar to that, and we know what we're capable of, and I think we'll be up for the task.
We talked earlier. We had you on before the season started, and you kind of talked about you lost a lot of Brighton lost a lot of guys from last year, especially at your position. I think if I'm not mistaken, you were the only one that was coming back on defense. And going back now, looking back, how do you think that everyone's kind of done? A lot of the younger kids and if you kind of taken that leadership role and it's like this is what you do, this is what you shouldn't do, and all that.
Yeah, I feel like they've done a great job. I mean, it's tough for them to come in and be young and playing against these older guys, and I think they've done great. It's definitely brought us returning players into more of a leadership role because we know what we're dealing with, but I felt like they've done a great job so far.
Yeah. Um, best what do you think's been the best game that you guys have the game that really hit on all cylinders? Like what's been the best part of the season you think so far, kind of leading up to the UP trip?
I'd say we've had some good wins that feel good, but I would say the CC game we learned a lot from it, and we didn't win it, but it was a great like learning experience for us, and we play them again in the year, and I think we've learned a lot from that game, and we're ready.
Yeah. So you've got some tough opponents coming up. You got of course I think you play Salem a couple times. I believe Heartland you take on again. Of course you end the season with Brother Rice, of course going up on the UP trip. There's some tough teams going in there, but also a lot of those games on the road. What's that going to be like? What's that going to be like? And just I know you don't have a lot of home games this year, so what's that going to be like traveling on the road? Have you guys gotten used to that?
Oh yeah, well it's different for us, no doubt, but I think all of us do love playing in front of a crowd, and even if it's an away crowd, it still feels good to do things against them, and I think we're up for it. We're excited for that and should be fun.
Um, Let me ask you this: defensively, how do you think you've improved this year?
Um, I'd say that's a good question. The biggest thing is just like having more roles on this team versus last year. You said I'm the only returning defenseman, but it's still like leadership roles, but also just like need to be solid defensively and wherever I can be, and just like finding my role on the team is it's big.
Yeah. Um, a biggest thing that you've improved at this year?
That's a good question. I'd say we've touched on this a lot, but I'd say the leadership part of it, just like with the younger guys and helping them out. And last year I was a new guy and was getting help from the older guys, and I think they taught me how to teach the younger guys, and I feel like I've done a good job of that.
Um, so going up, you got to experience this on the UP trip, having 10 hours on a big charter bus going all the way up to the UP is gotta be fun. But it's also probably one of the biggest team bonding opportunities that you have. Um, what's that going to be like? And I've seen a lot of the I've seen a lot of the stuff that Heartland did when they were up there. Um, what are some of the things that what's that going to be like, just spending time with a lot of the guys that you guys have been together all really since the summer? What's that going to be like, just everyone just going all the way up there? What do you got planned?
Oh yeah, we're pumped. I mean, we do some things that we kind of do every year on the bus. We have some traditions we do, and there's just little things that go on in the UP that just bring us together as a team, and I'd say we're all pretty pumped for it.
Yeah. um going into this, I know it's your senior year, and I know you want to go out on top, but do you feel like can you believe that you're a senior and playing, and this is it for you?
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, just I don't know, coming to the rink every day knowing that this is our last hurrah is crazy to think about, and it's something that needs to be talked about too, because it's another reason for our team to work and support each other and win it.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely there, but you know, it's almost going to be really a solid month before you play your next game. Are you? But the thing is, you guys have been practicing a lot over time. What's that like? Just going really a month between games, almost a month between games.
Oh yeah, I mean it's tough, but it's same with any other team that's playing in this league. They're taking a break off, and I think we'll come back strong. I mean, it's a good break for us, and we can rest up and come back to practice feeling good and be all right.
All right. Well, Mattix, thank you so much for coming on and spending a few minutes with us, and best of luck. Best of luck in the UB trip and the rest of the season.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.